Welcome to the France 24 Observers. This show is based on our network of observers. They're ordinary people who tell us what's going on where they are and send in photos and videos to document it. We check everything here in Paris and bring the best to you. We begin today with the world's most famous masked musicians. I'm talking about the women of Pussy Riot, the Russian punk collective who sang an anti-Putin song in a Moscow cathedral. 3 of its members are now serving 2 years in prison. Their case has hit a chord around the world. There were Pussy Riot t-shirts all over eBay within hours of the judgment. The t-shirts are proving popular back in Moscow too, but wearing a Pussy Riot t-shirt in Russia can get you in trouble. Here's our observer, Denis.
I have a t-shirt that shows I support Pussy Riot. It says, "Holy Mary, Mother of God, help us get rid of Putin." That's what they sang in one of their songs. I was wearing the t-shirt when I went to the courthouse for the verdict. After the sentence was announced, we went to a cafe. A group of guys started hassling us. They told me to take my t-shirt off and give it to them. They wanted to burn it. The same thing happened a few days later to another guy wearing the same t-shirt as me. He was attacked in a Moscow train station. They tore his t-shirt off. These guys call themselves missionaries for the Orthodox Church, but they're not. They're hooligans. On this video, they say they're going to strike back quickly and violently against anyone who criticizes Putin or the Orthodox Church, and they ask others to join them. The Pussy Riot affair is really dividing Russian society right now. Their arrest, their conviction, their imprisonment is creating tension at every level of society.
The Democratic Republic of Congo now, the former Zaire. The army there is facing a rebellion in the east, and they've started a recruiting campaign to get fresh soldiers in their ranks. It's uphill work, though, because the army does not have a good reputation, and the salaries are low. That is not stopping young men from signing up, though.
The recruiting day in Goma was August the 28th. Around 100 young men showed up. When they were let into the camp for the 8th district, they were told to sit down and wait for the officers to take care of them. They ended up singing songs as they waited. Then the officers took them off in groups of 5 for processing. The whole thing was over by 2 p.m. and the recruits went back to their homes. The army wants fresh young recruits to reinforce its ranks. The problem is, most Congolese don't have much faith in the army, though they don't say it publicly. Soldiers only earn 50,000 Congolese francs a month. That's about $45 US. That's not a good salary. And here, in Goma, it makes people question the army's effectiveness. This young man next to me is called Daniel. He was one of the ones who signed up on August the 28th. I decided to join the army to help my people, who are really suffering right now. Not for the salary, no way. What we need is peace, the kind of peace you have abroad. You don't have any wars.
Now for our weekly roundup of other stories and images sent in by our observers. First stop, the chillest favela in Rio. It's called Villa Autodromo. Home to more than 3,000 people, it's known for its laid-back, get-along atmosphere, its broad streets and solid houses. A far cry from the crime and drug stereotype of a favela. But it could be under threat. The favela is near the site of the 2016 Olympics, so it's caught the eye of real estate developers. City authorities are making noises about unsanitary conditions. The residents, like our observer Jeanne, are worried they might be forced to relocate. So they have come up with their own development plan, which they say would cost the city less than finding them new homes. Now the West African country of Togo, where women are being urged to use sex as a political weapon. An opposition group is urging them to stop sleeping with their men for 1 week, as a protest against the rule of President Faure Gnassingbé. Here they seem to be using sex in another way, to taunt police at a demonstration. We finished today with a challenge for speedy drivers, courtesy of Omid Habibinia in Iran. Now take a look at this traffic light. It's in the city of Kazvin, north of Tehran. It's red, then green, and that's it. You try getting through in less than 2 seconds. That's it for this week. As always, you can find more reports from our observers on our website, our Facebook and Twitter pages, and our iPhone app. See you next time, here or online.